back with my first tutorial, actually, not back, just first tutorial. Take my headphones off. Okay, so we're gonna go over really basic stuff like side chaining and, you know, junk like that. I got just a simple Electro house beat over here and a super ultra heavy kind of Electro house drop. I guess you could call it a drop. If you don't know what side chaining is, or any of the stuff that I'm doing, just follow along as best you can. Just click on what I click. There should be a blue ring about my cursor, actually. Okay, so this is what I got so far. This is just kind of like just a thing for the tutorial. Okay, so that kind of Electro house thing, like this, I panned. It's just a lead, Electro house lead, coming out of silence. It's just panned to 50, all the way to the left, all the way to the right, so you get a really fat, thick sound. And then it's just silent, and then some compression, which we'll go over in a minute, but I'm just showing you what it is first. And you got just some Vengeance samples here, just sound like this. Just found the biggest kick I could and then compressed it over and over again. It's probably not a good idea, but I did it anyway. Just pull a Skrillex and just compress it incredibly. There's I think it looks like feels like a sub and some ride cymbals. All my samples are Vengeance. You can get them for free off pirating sites and stuff, but they're pretty cheap. They're only like $100. There's that, and then just a snare. So I got the bass part playing here, that, and then I got a higher part, which is heavily sidechained. Actually, that's the wrong one. That's a higher part, and then this one is just barely sidechained, so it's just playing over the top. If you want to know what patch I used, I kind of cheated and just used a stock sound, which I don't normally do, but I cheated and did. It's the Adam Van Baker preset. If you go to menu and load bank in Silent, assuming you have Silent, you can just go Factory Bank, open Factory Bank 2, and it's just the one that comes up, which is pretty stupid, but you know. I did it anyway. Sorry, kind of tired. Vengeance is good. It's just a simple kind of Lazy Rich style Electro house beat. There's really nothing on the drums. There's no like whatchamacallit, no not programming. No effects on any of them. Like none of them are compressed. It's just really quick, basic stuff. And yeah, that's about it. But we'll go into the side chaining now. And if you look here, what you're gonna want to do is go up to Audio Effects, Compressor in Ableton, and just drag that down onto whatever track that you have it on. Once you get it down there, it should look like this. And if it looks like that, that's the compressor. That's what you want. Then you're just going to click this little thing right here, whatever that is, that little pop-up window thing, and you get the whole side chaining thing. Don't even bother with the EQ. We can go over that later. It's just side chaining EQ. Okay, so what you're going to want to do to get it sound really nice and pumping and stuff, See, it's taking all the gain out there. If you look right here, it's just taking like a bazillion decibels out. It's almost taking it out completely. So to do that, you drag your compressor down, open it up, click on sidechain. It'll look like that. Click on sidechain, and you're gonna need a kick drum to sidechain. You'll have to have a kick drum. You can do a ghost track, but that's really complicated for a beginner, and I'll do that in the next tutorial. Actually, yeah, that'll be the next tutorial, is doing ghost tracks and stuff like that. But what I just have here is, I think, yeah, this is the one. That's just a little sub kick. You can even hear that. There you go. And yeah, if you have VEC4, the Electro Kick 4 is an amazing kick for side chaining. Yeah. So, you have your synth, you have your progression. All you want to do is open it up, turn on sidechain, select it. See, it's audio 9. This kick is on the audio 9 track. So I selected audio 9. So it's going to read that, and every time the kick hits, it's going to take away that amount of sound. And then yours will look like this, like that. It'll kind of just be straight up and down. And it'll sound weird, so it's coming out of one speaker because it was panned. Just pull the threshold down, just like that. Turn the ratio to whatever you want. I used infinite just to get super heavy. And for bass, it should be on FF1. And don't even mess with the attack or release or anything. Keep the output the same. Just drag it down until it's about minus 30 dB, minus 36, around that range, if you look here, right there. Yeah, that's basically side chaining, and then none of these have any effects on it. We'll go over, I did a Daft Punk kind of style thing. But if you just solo all of these, it's a giant electro host. And then you got just your ghost kick there. And then the reason you're hearing that little that thing at the end is I actually had some reverb on it just to make it sound bigger. Whenever you're doing basses, whether it's in Massive or the ES2 in whatchamacallit in Logic, add just slight reverb with some delay on it. And I can show you that right now. So if you have this, up like that, just follow what I'm doing. The pre-delay is what you want. You can set that to whatever you want. So basically, if you go over here, this is what it's going to look like. You have your kick. If you turn the pre-delay all the way up, see, you get that it kicks, and then you get your tail. You can do that with in Ableton. I know you can do that with return tracks. I know how to do that, but that's kind of more complicated. There you go. And if you turn the pre-delay all the way off, then it just kicks and the reverb goes out. But unless you're doing like an effects kick, I don't recommend putting reverb on a kick because that just sounds weird, especially if it's EDM. If you're doing like rock or something, you might want to put a little bit of like just slight reverb and compression on the kick, just to give it more of a wider feel. But this is EDM monkey, not rock monkey, because that doesn't. It's not clever. It's not clever. Yeah, that's basically it. This is just an effects kick. You've heard that before. I just told you that. If you can get your hands on Vengeance, that would be the best. Alright, signing off. Good day to you.